Hey, everybody, it's Holly,
And Heather,
and welcome to a special Saturday edition of Everything Elvis. As you can
we've
see,
missed you.
we did miss you. As you can see, we're making it work today. We're in two separate places. So I'm in Powell, Heather's in Nashville. Um,
Mhm.
I have to apologize for our lateness and for my appearance. It's Dad's birthday. So he and I just got back from a birthday breakfast at his favorite place, and you probably can guess it. It's Cracker Barrel. So we went there, and we literally came back here, and I was like, "Dad, I gotta hurry it up. I got to do a FaceTime." So
uh,
yeah, so I'm still in my toboggan, um, full as a tick. Dad's happy as a lark. I don't know how many more metaphors I can use. Heather, how are
and
you?
I'm over here jealous because I had Pop Tarts.
Boo.
Boo.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Y'all, besties, grab your coffee. This is the only thing Elvis I have for my broadcast today. I'm in a plane room. Grab your coffee. We have so much to talk about. We're going to do a little bit of a baby recap of birthday week. And so much has happened in January. There's a lot to catch up on, a lot of Elvis news, a lot of ETA news, a lot of just everything going on with Elvis news. So we're excited to share it with you. So share this with all you besties and comment and let us know how your January's going. Ours has been a whirlwind. So
Yes, I know.
take it
I
away,
know.
Heath.
Yeah, well, welcome in, everybody. We're so thrilled to be here. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been on here and since we got back from the big 90th birthday palooza. But yeah, kind of getting back and getting into the swing of things was a little crazy. As you guys know, Holly started getting sick the last day of birthday. And then, of course, I got it after that. And then Dad got it. So, yeah. Just trying to get back into the swing of dad and life and work and everything. It's been kind of crazy. So we couldn't make last weekend work. But we're thrilled to
Mhm.
be here today with you guys and kind of catch up on everything. I hope everybody's been having a great January. Ours has been super cold. I'm
Yeah.
ready for the cold to be over. I'm like, bring on spring. I swear, if Puxatawny Phil sees his shadow, I'm going to kick him. He better not see his shadow. I don't want 6 more weeks of winter. I am over it. We had our nice little snow that we'll talk about
Mhm.
during the birthday celebration, but that was good
Yep.
enough for me. And now I'm ready to move on from the snow in the winter and onto warmer, better weather. But
Yes. Yes.
yeah, right. I know. But with all that said, yes, a huge happy birthday to our dad today. He is also a January baby, like Elvis and I. So he's in good company. But yeah, Holly's going to be celebrating him all day. I'm going to have to give him a call after this and wish him happy birthday. But
Yeah.
yeah, let's talk about Elvis's birthday. Y'all, what a birthday celebration it was. So
Yeah.
many exciting things, so many highlights, so many great moments that we're going to kind of regale and relive from that week. Hopefully, a lot of you followed us along. And if you did, thank you so much. We appreciate
Mhm.
all the likes and the comments and the shares and everything of our videos and our pictures and our posts. And if you did follow us along, go back on Holly's Facebook because we posted a lot of photos and a lot of videos and things that you can catch up on, or we'll just chat about it today. So,
True. True.
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, and yeah, and Heather doesn't know this, but I'm working diligently, y'all,
Mhm.
on our YouTube channel to get some
Mm.
of these videos up there. That way, you'll have like all the videos. Well, not all, because I still have a few on my phone, and I bet if I checked Heather's phone, she's still got a couple on hers.
Yeah.
We've posted a lot here on Facebook, but I'm trying to get everything over on YouTube as well. That way, I can put it in a playlist, and you don't have to search for what you're wanting to view or whatever. We'll just do like um, a playlist of like Elvis birthday 2025, and that way you can go over there and relive all the moments as you want. There's so many great ones. You know, I was
Mhm.
somebody was messaging me today, Jill was, she emailed me, Heather, by the way,
Oh,
and she
oh,
was
look at
saying
big
that the
deal.
highlight,
Yes.
yeah, the highlight of her birthday week was the show that we've just talked about that had that special moment with everybody around the piano. If
Mhm,
you didn't see it, we have
mhm.
it on our Facebook, and I'm about to put it up on YouTube because I'm telling you what, it's something you could watch more than once. It is
Yes.
magical. It gave everybody chills. She said that that was her highlight, that she was so glad she was able to attend it live.
Yeah,
But you know what? If you
yes,
can't attend it live, that's okay. We've got you
yeah,
covered. It's on
yeah.
here.
Well,
So yeah.
there were really so many highlights this year. The birthday was a little different this year because it actually kicked off with the proclamation on
Mm-hmm.
early morning of the 8th. I thought the proclamation was great. I thought, the speakers, did well and everything. I know that we were disappointed, as a lot of you were, that there weren't any relatives or close friends of Elvis's that were in attendance, especially since it was such a monumental birthday. But I mean, what can you do? What can you do? But I thought the cake was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I really loved it. I thought they did a great job on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, just so many great highlights and things, for the 90th. I don't know. Do you want to just kind of go through some of them, Hall?
Yeah. We can pick out a couple. So of course, we've talked endlessly about it. Probably mine and Heather's number one
Mhm.
moment was the Music Salutes concert,
Yeah.
where we had Terry Blackwood and the Imperials. It was hosted by Andy Childs. Estelle Brown was there. Larry Gatlin was there. Richard Durbin was there. The Morris family was there. If I left anybody, I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
But it was so wonderful to hear everybody on their own and to see them perform. But then, like I say, when they all gathered around that piano and kind of recreated the magic from the Vegas
Mhm.
nights, when they always
Yeah.
talk about the legendary nights that they'd all stay up late with Elvis just singing gospel songs and just whatever he wanted to
Mhm.
sing.
Yeah.
I felt like they truly captured it. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like lightning in a bottle. Like, you can try and try to do that. And I'm sure every concert special, ETA festival, other birthday weeks have tried to capture it. And for some reason, they just nailed it
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
So
It was.
Go
It
ahead.
was it was such a highlight, and probably the biggest highlight. Literally, I told Holly that, we've been to many Elvis weeks, many birthday weeks, many events and things, and they all have their moments, or, special times, or, things that make you cry out of the blue that you didn't expect, or things that you didn't expect to happen. But honestly, I have to say that might be one of the most stellar, best moments I've ever experienced and had during an Elvis week or birthday week or event or anything. It really was. I don't know if it was just because it was the 90th or whatever, or just because of that group of particular people and their connection and bond with Elvis, all at one time, because they have, done this before where they've, gotten different people or whatever around the piano to kind of sing and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, you had those people that literally, had some kind of tie or impact or significance on Elvis. I mean, of course,
Yeah.
we know, Estelle Brown and the Sweet Inspirations were his main girl backing group, for many, many years there at the end in Vegas and everything. So, very synonymous with Elvis and, his sound at that time and everything. And she's just such a joy and a light. And then you've got
Yeah.
the Imperials. You got Terry Blackwood, who, literally, if you go and watch a lot of the footage from That's the Way It Is and Elvis on Tour and stuff, you see
Mm-hmm.
Terry a lot. Terry really got a lot of airtime. He got a lot of airtime in those. So, thinking about, him and all the shows that he sang with Elvis and, everything that he saw, because, the Stamps and the Imperials and the Sweet Inspirations and stuff, they had a really good view over there on the side, kind of to the side in the back of Elvis. They really got to see a lot, when Elvis was, in his prime, at his best, showing off, doing his thing on stage. I mean, their recollections and memories and things of that just must be abound and amazing. And then you got Larry Gatlin, who wrote, two iconic songs for Elvis that I know a lot of you love. I mean, those songs are fantastic. And then you got Richard Durbin, who was with Elvis on a number of, performances and shows and concerts and things, that was brought in by J.D. Sumner. And, the bass singing and everything. And so, yeah, when they just all collectively got together around that piano and they started singing all those great gospel songs, literally, it was like Elvis was in that room and he was just beaming from ear to ear. It was like chills. Like I said, I cried the entire time because it just hit me. Yeah, it just hit me so hard. And it was so emotional and it was just so incredible. So it is definitely one of the moments I think a lot of people will be talking about for years to come and reliving and regaling. And I'm so glad that Holly and I were able to video the whole thing. I'm glad that we have it. And like we said, it's on her Facebook. So if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and go watch it and share it with any of your Elvis besties or just really anybody that loves music because it was incredible. So that definite highlight. And yeah, and I have to say, I have to give a shout out to Larry Gatlin. He was a highlight for me. I loved him. I was so excited that they finally got him. I don't know why they haven't had him as a guest before. They should have him back every year, and they should bring him into the conversations on Elvis because Larry is just, he's funny. He's so talented. He's so charismatic. He's so quick-witted. But he was so great, and it was so nice to see him perform and, you know, hear some of his and the Gatlin brothers iconic songs like All the Gold in California and Houston. It was just, he was fantastic. I loved him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping they'll just bring Larry back and, and you know, they could do the Larry Gatlin and Larry Strickland because I think they both love coming to
Larry and Larry.
Larry and Larry, Larry squared. So that would be an awesome show. But you know, on a lighter note, so enough about the piano, the music salutes. That evidently was our highlight and many of your all's highlight. A lighter note, I finally got to see GI Blues. And it was so cute, y'all. I loved it. Like, it was really cute. I loved all the dance. I love Juliet Prowse. I was so excited to see her in it. Elvis was so cute and charismatic. The only thing I'll say is I couldn't hear it that well. Like, I think I'm going to have to go back and watch it again, like in my home or something. Because the volume, or maybe it was where I was sitting, it was like a little low, so it was kind of hard to catch all the cute quips and stuff. But it was so cute, and it was so fun to see it in a big room with everybody, except for the people that were talking. I'm going to do a PSA. There was like some table of people, and they would not quit yapping. And I was like, if y'all need to talk that much, go outside. You know, quit talking in the movie theater. But it was great. I loved having brunch. So I hope they continue that on. And I'll just, you know, over the next however many years, I'll watch every movie on the big screen and love it. So yeah, that was a highlight. And then
well, you know, birthday week is always a shorter time, like we say, than Elvis week. And so there's always not as many events or things going on. But I'll tell you, I thought they did a really good job of the events that they did have this year were stellar. Because like we said, that Salute to Elvis with Larry Gatlin and Richard Sturban and Estelle, fantastic. The big screen show that Andy Childs and Six Wire and the Morris family put together and did was just incredible. It was so nice and refreshing to see, you know, Elvis from the 50s and doing the 50s performances to the 68 comeback special to the Vegas years. It was just really well done. It's always great to see Elvis life size on a big screen and, you know, him singing. It's like he's singing to you. It's like for those of us that never got to attend an Elvis concert, it's the closest thing. It's like, you know, I mean, literally when you're sitting in that audience with him on the big screen and the band and the singers singing and playing live, it's like you literally feel the energy coming from like Elvis and stuff. And it's so just like magnetic and everybody is just yelling and clapping and screaming and like gasping when he walks out and stuff. So I can't even imagine how it really was to go to a concert and him walk out on that stage. Like I can't even imagine. So, you know, that was fantastic. Dean Z's Unplugged, you know, that was a highlight for me. Always a highlight, and I really loved it this year because, you know, typically he tries to have several guests, but there were things that happened, circumstances that happened, and his guests canceled and couldn't be there. So Dean pretty much just had to do the entire unplugged himself. But I mean, I wasn't complaining and nobody else was, because he did an incredible job because, that show is just always cool anyway, because, it's almost like literally you're in a living room with Dean and his band, and they're just, playing those really cool, obscure, lesser heard, known B-side Elvis songs that you either forget about or you haven't heard in a long time, or, in a lot of cases with Holly, she's like, I didn't even know Elvis did this song. But he just did a fantastic job. As always, that show's always a highlight. So I'm really glad that Graceland brought that show back for birthday week.
Yeah, I was too. They better keep it forever. I mean, he's on the hook now. Dean Z, you'll be 98 and still doing an unplugged.
I actually was listening to him.
Audience.
Yeah, I was actually listening to him. He was the special guest on the Graceland Beat that Saturday of birthday week. He was a guest host, and he was actually talking about that show with Alicia Dean and Argo, and he said they've been doing it since 2017. I didn't realize it had been that long. But even he was talking about how, proud and thrilled he was that it had become so popular, and it kind of seems to have become a staple for Elvis week and birthday week and everything. And it sells out every single time. It's always packed. People rave about it. And Holly and I are walking out of the theater, we always hear people, just talking about how great it was. We hear a lot of people that maybe it was their first time, or like, oh, this show was so great. I'm so glad that I came. This was my first time. So yeah, it's just a spectacular show, and he just does such a great job representing Elvis and EPE. So love that. Love that guy.
And of course, another highlight, of course, is always Angie Marchese and all of her archives and information and stories. Not only did we have the archives of Elvis in the Army and get to see some awesome artifacts, and she told some great stories, but then they also had her on the conversations, and she and Tom talked about future events.
We're going to talk about those things coming up.
Yeah, at Graceland. So, she's always a highlight as well. We got to meet her and thank her. We'd met her before, but we got to, talk to her for a smidge and just thank her for all that she and her team does. And so that was really special. So overall, birthday week. Oh, yeah.
And I will say, speaking of Angie Marchese, one of the highlights was that 90 for 90 exhibit. Y'all, It is so cool. It is so well done. It's going to be around all year, but it's the special exhibit that literally Angie and her team were working on till the 11th hour. I think they literally finished it Monday before birthday kicked off on Wednesday. But it's honoring and celebrating Elvis's 90th birthday. It's all year long. It's an all-encompassing exhibit that takes you from his childhood, to his performances, to his movie, to everything. It's so many great archive items that she has dug deep in the archives and pulled out that have never been displayed before, that have never been seen or shown before. Her team's done a great job of putting together little snippets on cards of stories about the items and, why they chose them and why they're in the exhibit. You definitely got to take your time. You got to go back multiple times and, read everything, look at everything, take pictures, but it is a very well done exhibit.
Yeah. It was really, really great. So birthday week was a hit. The only things I can say is, we were saddened that our sweet Patrick Dunn wasn't there.
Yeah.
That was maybe the only negative about it.
Yes. And speaking of our sweet little Patrick Dunn, I'm sure that most of you by now have heard that he was involved in a really serious accident, literally right before birthday. And so he was not able to attend. If you're not aware, you can go on his Facebook and his Instagram, and he actually posted of what happened. But so many thoughts and prayers and good vibes going out to him. He definitely needs them. So keep them coming. I know that there's even an address that they posted on the Insiders if you're wanting to send him maybe a card or anything. I know that he just posted the other day that he'd been getting tons of cards and like
Aw.
books and things in the mail. And he just said that was just so, kind and so helpful in, lifting his spirits and things. But yeah, birthday was definitely not the same without Patrick, because he's always just such a breath of fresh air and so fun and so funny during that week, and such a pleasure to watch and see perform. So he was definitely missed. But again, keep those thoughts and prayers coming for him, because he needs them. And we love him, and we know that he's going to be on the road to recovery very soon, and he's going to be taking care of business very soon again. So
Yes. Let's take a little break from talking, and let's look at some of the comments, because
okay.
they're rolling by so fast.
Okay.
And
I can't see them. So
you can't see them?
no, I'm trying to get them on my iPad, but as I say, it's always weird. So if you can see them, that's great. I'll keep trying to see if I can
take a little
get them on here.
and see if I can. Somebody was asking where you got your lamp. So y'all, we got it. We did an unboxing of it a few years back when we first got it, and we actually unboxed it and put it together, which it wasn't that hard. She got it from Bradford Exchange. It is a really fun Elvis lamp, and as you can tell, we're in the process of our new background, our new set.
I was gonna say, do not think that this is the new background that we've been talking about. This is not it at all. We literally have tons of stuff over here that we are putting together and still putting together and working on. So I had to literally throw this together today to have something behind me. So, but I did. I got that lamp from the Bradford Exchange, and I love it. And it's really, I don't know if you can see it for sure, but it's really tall. I think it's like 5 feet, and it has different pictures, like as you spin it around. But I just loved it. I thought it was super cool.
All right, so I've got some comments. I don't know that this is all the comments, but I've got a few. Carrie was asking that she hopes to get to see your haul from John Daly. Yes.
That's next week.
That's next week. Heather's Hall is going to be next week, and hopefully we'll be together for that, and it'll be so much fun. Let's see. Yeah, everybody loves your lamp. Everybody's glad we're back. We're glad to be back too. Last weekend we just couldn't make it work, so you know how it is. Let's see. Jane loves your shirt. That's an oldie but goodie. Is that my shirt? Didn't I get one like that?
I don't know if you did or not. I don't know.
Because it looks kind of purplish. I can't believe that.
It is.
Lisa said it's been so bad in Southern California with the fires. We are still thinking about everybody in California.
Yeah.
That's so terrible. Let's see. Yes, I'm feeling better. Thank you. I'm feeling great now. Let's see. What else? I know I saw some questions here. And we're about to talk about this. A bunch of people are excited about the Baz announcement. Heather's going to talk about that here in a moment. And I'm looking. Oh, a bunch of people say it's their first time seeing us. Well, hello. Welcome into the family, besties. We're glad that you're here. If you don't know us, we're just two crazy sisters, Holly and Heather, from Nashville, Tennessee, that love Elvis.
Or better known as H squared, which was given to us by Patrick Dunn. That's what he calls it, is H squared. And Holly loved it, so now she loves to call us H squared.
I do. It's my favorite thing. Okay. And a bunch of people are on here that we met at the birthday celebration. We met so many of you guys at the celebration, and it is always so much fun. We'll just be walking around, and somebody will yell out our names, and it's so cute and fun. Somebody's asking how the weather was. It was actually perfect. The weather, aside from being real cold and that one little bit of snow, our drive to there, back from there, was perfect. It was fine. There was nothing bad about it. So thank goodness for that.
But that was another cool thing I think that really added to the magic of birthday week was the snow, because I was dreading when they were saying it's going to like possibly snow and stuff. Because again, I've told you guys that I and fearful of driving in ice and snow. So I was a little worried about that, and worried about if it did come a major snow, we would get trapped. And then, what would we do about Dad and all of that? So I was a little nervous about it. And I was like, maybe they're wrong and it's not going to snow. And of course it did. But after it did, I was so glad that it did, because Graceland in the snow was magical. It looked so beautiful. Again, we did a video. Holly and I actually walked all the way from the guest house to Graceland in the snow so that you guys could kind of see it. So go back and watch that video. But yeah, the snow made it even better, made it really magical. And I will say kudos to the city of Memphis. They did a great job of scraping the streets and the roads and keeping them kind of clear so that it wasn't so like treacherous and everything. But yeah, loved the snow.
Linda says, Holly, the next time Dean surprises you, don't run away from him, run towards him.
Right. That was a highlight. I don't know if any of you watched that video, but on mine and Holly's, I think it was our day 2 recap video or something. We literally were so excited that we had found this door open to one of the banquet rooms at the guest house. And we were like, oh, we'll go in here because it's like, nobody's going to be walking by and nobody will be talking, and it'll be private and it'll be quiet. Well, lo and behold, we did not know that Dean Z had been rehearsing. Because this was late at night. We did not know he had been rehearsing in the theater, and him and his band came through the room after we were done, and Dean jumped in our video and surprised us, and we were so shocked. So, but that was a highlight for sure, because you guys know how much I love my Dean Z. So,
yes. Jane says today is Joe Esposito's birthday. Well, interesting. Dad and Joe sharing a birthday. That's cute. Let's see. Yeah. So, you want to talk? Everybody's really excited about the Baz Luhrmann announcement. So, how do you talk about that?
Yeah. Well, I finally got some comments. So,
can you look through the comments and see what you like?
Yeah, no, I'm just scrolling through. Well, no, I wanted to just talk about some stuff coming up at Graceland that Angie announced. That was really exciting. And then maybe we'll end on the Baz Luhrmann thing. But, I know some of you were saying that you loved the pictures that Holly and I posted of the outfits in the mansion. Weren't those cool? Those cool? Oh my gosh. I love when Angie does that. She did that during Elvis week, and then it was so popular, she brought it back for this. But go back and look at Holly's Facebook and the pictures, but she literally takes different outfits of Elvis's, like not stage wear. You would think they were stage wear, some of them, because they're so extravagant, but it's more just his casual everyday wear, and she puts them on mannequins in different rooms of the mansion, and it is so cool to see them. The one on the stairwell is always the best. It's always the best, because it's like Elvis is walking down the stairs. It's like he's coming down the stairs. So those were really cool. But yeah, I just wanted to mention, so one of the cool things when also Tom Brown was a highlight of birthday week.
Of course.
And always,
need we even speak? He always
is. He's just such a, great host. He does such a great job of, his questions and his stories and his funny quips during the week. He's always so funny. So he was a definite highlight. But during one of the interviews he did with Angie, she kind of talked about, what's to come. They talked about the 90 for 90 exhibit, and Tom Brown was like, okay, we got the 90 for exhibit. What's next? Because, the Elvis fans are always like, what's next? So there's a lot of exciting things exhibit wise and stuff that's going to be coming up this year in particular. And as we've been saying, Joel and Angie and all them have been talking about over the next 3 years and the road to the 50th, there's going to be a lot of things happening, whether it be, new exhibits or new buildings or new events, new movies, documentaries, whatever. But some specific things that are going to be happening this year that Holly and I thought were really cool that we wanted to share with you guys is that from between now and April, Angie and her team are going to be doing a new exhibit, and it's going to be an immersive Aloha from Hawaii exhibit. So that's going to be cool. So it's going to be a whole exhibit that's solely dedicated to the Aloha from Hawaii. So it's going to be interesting to see what, outfits and artifacts and displays that her and her team pull out to do for that. Because I know a lot of us love the Aloha from Hawaii. It's a lot of people's, one of their favorite, moments or performances of Elvis's. So that's going to be really cool. Also, she said leading up to Elvis week. So they've been doing this thing the past couple of years where they've been doing, I guess you would call it like little, almost paying homage to little movie sets and things. And they've been creating those. Like they did one that was like a New Orleans theme for King Creole. Then they did Jailhouse Rock first, a little jailhouse cell block scene. And then now they've done like a Western, saloon / theme, kind of like for Charo and like more of the Western Elvis. But she said they're going to be adding like a beach theme. They're going to be adding a garage theme for like Viva Las Vegas and a carnival like set and theme. So those are always great. They're always really cute to see. They're perfect picture opportunities. You know, when you go to the exhibits and stuff, it's like great little picture opportunities for you and your Elvis besties to get a cool picture. And then what was the other one that she said? There was
I
no,
feel like all of them.
I was like, there's one more big one. This is really cool. Yes, this is really cool. And the entire audience, when she said it, everybody was like, oh, yay. Okay, because you guys know that if you've been to Graceland and you visited the mansion, you know that it's back to what it was like in the early 70s and things, where it is more of the white and the blue, like the blue curtains and the white furniture and all of that. Well, as we all know, I think it was 1974, she said, that Elvis and Linda Thompson redecorated Graceland, and they did it in red, in all red furniture, red drapes, and all of that still exists. And they actually have some of it displayed when you go through your tour of like the mansion and the racquetball court and all of that. But they're going to actually be recreating to scale what that looked like in 1974 and bringing back all of that red furniture and stuff. That's going to be cool.
Fun is that? Like just when I think I'm gaudy, oh no.
Yeah.
The king. Elvis might be the king, but you know what? I love gaudy. So yeah, I'm pumped about it.
And if Elvis loved it, I loved it.
Exactly.
But that's going to be so cool to see that.
I know, because I've been dying to see it like in person. Like I've seen a couple of pictures, but you know, from the film back in the 70s, like pictures just don't do things justice. Like this is going to be so neat to like see it to scale. I hope they could just recreate like a little room and then just literally like to the size and dimension of Graceland and put all that in there. You know, Linda's going to want to come back and see it, and that's going to be fun. Oh, yeah. So yeah, that is a really exciting thing. I don't know why it's so exciting, but it is. I don't know why, but
it's just
I'm
excited. Cool. Well, it's just cool when you think about it. That like, you know, and every time Holly and I go through the exhibits and the museums and everything, and especially like the 90 for 90 exhibit, I just kept saying the same thing over and over. I can't believe all this still exists. I can't believe they still have all this stuff. It's just so mind-boggling when you think that all of these items still exist and are able to be like displayed and viewed and everything. So every time they talk about like these new exhibits and like, we're going to be putting this together and we're going to bring this out, I'm like, I can't believe they still have this stuff. Like, I don't even think I probably have like 5 things from my childhood. And like, I probably don't even have like, I don't even know. It's just crazy to think all that stuff still exists, but that'll be really cool. And all that's supposed to be coming this year before Elvis week. And so I'm sure Linda Thompson will be back during Elvis week. So it's going to be interesting to see if they do any kind of like, you know, tours or maybe like an interview thing with her with that living room set up. And then maybe she can kind of talk through like, you know, the pieces, like why they bought them and what they thought. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that will be. That's going to be an exciting thing. So yeah, so tons and tons coming up this year, not only at Graceland, but, you know, all over the Elvis world with everything. So we're very excited about what the year.
Well, and I think one of the biggest announcements that came out this week that everybody is buzzing about, speaking of new specials and documentaries and movies, is Baz Luhrmann. I tell you what, that guy's good at some teasers. He keeps you on the edge of your seat, wanting more and excited. But he literally on his Instagram and his Facebook this week, he posted a couple of little teasers talking about that they are working on and getting ready for that never before seen unreleased footage that they discovered during the making of the Elvis movie. They are working on it. They are putting it together. He said it's going to be coming to the big screen and the small screen. And I think it might be this year. Because it kind of made it seem like it said like 2025. So, and I don't know if you guys watched, I posted it on Holly's Facebook. I shared it on her Facebook. Please go look at it because Baz just put together a quick little teaser of, some of the like footage, that we've all seen, but a lot of the images of Elvis that I'm guessing are the, stuff of the never before seen footage. Because, we've all seen like the documentaries. That's the way it is. Elvis on tour, all of that. And we've all known or hoped that there has to be more. Because, you think about it, when these people shoot these like documentaries and movies and films and things, they have to shoot so much footage. Like so much footage to make sure that they get enough, they get the right things, and then they have to edit it all down to put it into a time frame and make it make sense and stuff. So there's got to be so many hours of extra footage that exists, and now it does, and we're going to get to see it. And again, if you didn't see that Baz teaser, go look at it because holy cow, was I excited. Those images of Elvis, like him, in the rehearsals, when he walks down that hall in that blue suit, which is one of my favorite things ever, he looks amazing. Backstage in that black leather, he just looked so incredible. And it was just so fun to see, like, they went back and forth, like they showed him in the rehearsals and like, Elvis is like giving it his all with his moves. And then it was flashing him on stage and he's doing the exact same moves. And you can tell it's like footage, from that's the way it is, the rehearsals and then him on stage in the, suit. But it was just so like, oh, amazing. I can't wait.
All I care about is the behind the scenes. Like I would rather see an hour of Elvis like rehearsing or walking down a hallway or sitting in his hotel suite or chit chatting with the band. I would rather see an hour of that as I would an hour concert. I don't know why, but I'm just always fascinated with the more personal behind the scenes side of Elvis. So that's going to be amazing. And with Baz, and I'm just excited that it's coming to big screens. I hope and pray it comes to Nashville. But yes. I will drive if I can to go see it at a movie theater. Because that's just going to be cool to see it on the big screen. So,
surely they're going to do something at Graceland again. That's what I'm hoping.
I hope so too.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping is they're going to do some kind of like showing, premiere preview thing at Graceland. And, they'll have Baz and, maybe Riley and whoever kind of, talk about it and stuff. So I cannot wait. That teaser got me excited. I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, this is fantastic.
It's kind of got to get Riley and even Priscilla and the twins, a little bit excited because I just think now if somebody called me up tomorrow and said, Holly, we found hours of footage of your grandfather like playing music or doing something, I would be so excited just to see some like footage of my grandfather. So I can imagine them, not only is it their grandfather but it's also Elvis, like they should be so excited about it. I know they are. I'm sure they are.
Yeah. So that was like big news this week. Super excited. Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody wants to comment because I've been seeing a bunch of comments because we've been talking about the California fires. Everybody's asking us, Heath, if we know if Linda Thompson or Jerry Schilling's houses or Elvis's California house are still okay. I haven't heard anything about those houses as far as I know, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Linda's okay. Her house is okay. Jerry's house made it, the house that Elvis bought him, and also Elvis's Palm Beach house. So fingers crossed, I have not heard anything bad about that. And I would think that we would have by now. So hopefully all three of those properties are safe. But I'm not sure.
Yeah. I mean, that's everything that I've heard. A lot of people, have been posting on the insiders, and like the Graceland page, and like asking, Angie and different people if they know or have heard of anything. But yeah, everything so far I've heard, and I've been kind of following Linda's Instagram and everything, and she says she's fine, and her families are fine and everything. So, as far as I know, fingers crossed. But yeah, lots of prayers going out to everybody that's affected by that, because that's absolutely devastating.
Yes.
Absolutely devastating. So,
Yes.
Let's see. Just trying to look at some more comments and questions. Thank you.
Go right ahead. While you look at comments, I'll bring up. Can I bring up about your other love?
Who's my? Oh, Alex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heather also
I have
has
so many.
love.
I have so many loves.
She does have so many loves. But Alex Mitchell, one of our faves, he won the most recent ETA Festival contest, so he is going to be a finalist, a contestant at the Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Contest at Graceland this year, and we are so excited. He's the first of many of our loves that I know is going to be in the contest. I feel it this year. It's going to be an amazing contest. It's going to be so amazing that we're just not going to know what to do with ourselves or who to pick. There's just going to be so many good ones out there. But congratulations to him. January, the new year, full of ETA festivals and events. So we're so looking forward to all of those. Even though we can't really attend a lot of them, we love to hear about them and know what's going on. And maybe, you never know, we might get a wild hair and try to go to a few things this year. We'll see how it goes, but we're very excited for him. So congratulations. What else, Hev?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that's all. Well, yeah, there is a lot of stuff coming up, with, like Holly said, events and festivals and everything. Of course, I guess the next big thing would be the Elvis Tribute Artist Weekend, the Ultimate Weekend at Graceland, that's coming up at the beginning of March. Holly and I are still on the fence. We don't know if we're going to be able to make it work this year. We're still trying to figure out some things and move some things around, but I don't know if we're going to be able to make it work this year like we did last year. But I know that's going to be a spectacular event, a lot of great lineup there. So if you're able to go there, check it out on Graceland.com. I can't remember all of the performers, but I know it's like Sean Clush, Cody Dayanath, I think Taylor Rodriguez, Jay Dupuis, Brandon Bennett. But yeah, a great lineup of guys are going to be there that weekend. And then the next weekend, or shortly after that, I don't know, it is the exact next weekend, I think. Anyway, Holly and I are definitely going to be going to the Nashville Elvis Festival. So we're super excited about that.
Yes.
This will actually be our first time going for the entire thing. So we're super excited about that.
Yes.
Yeah. We're super excited about that because they always have an incredible lineup. Of course, it's put on and hosted by Tom Brown, which is always great. But I know that Ben Thompson's going to be there, Cody Dayanath, Alex Mitchell, Dean Z. They're all going to be doing shows and things. So it's always a fantastic festival in a beautiful area right outside of Nashville and Franklin. So much to see, so much to do. So if you're looking for a festival to go to, that would definitely be a great one because there's so much to do. Like I said, not just during the festival, but so much to do and see in Nashville that, includes music and culture and history and Elvis. So if you can make your way to the Nashville Elvis Festival, check that out.
Yeah, and a couple of people are still commenting. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but they were asking again about Patrick. He is on the road to recovery.
Yes.
Like I say, you can go to the Graceland Insiders. They have posted an address if you'd like to send him cards or anything else. Book. I think Heather said he's been getting a lot of books and fun things. He's laid up right now. He can't eat. He can't, smell probably. So no flowers, no food. But I'm sure he appreciates anything else that you could send. They do have an address. If I can find it, I'll try to find it because I know a lot of you all aren't insiders. I'll try to post it on my Facebook. I'll try to get the address, and I know he even has a Venmo in case you want to send something that way. But yeah, Heather, remind me, and later today I'll try to post that, or maybe tomorrow.
Yeah,
And guys,
I
because
would.
I'm sure you know how it is when you're laid up. Just a simple get well card means so much, and just this is the time when the Elvis family's got to rally around their own.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I was going to say. I know a lot of you aren't Insiders members, and some of you on here were saying, like, oh, you can send a card. How? Where? So, yeah, we'll screenshot the address that they gave out, and we'll post it on Holly's Facebook so that you guys can send, a little card, or, like Holly said, if you want to Venmo a little something, every little thing helps. I know that, he's obviously out of work right now and going to be for the foreseeable future. So, I'm sure this is, been very hard and devastating for him and his family. So, as Elvis family, anything that we can do to help and to lift his spirits and make his recovery a little bit easier, a little bit better, let's please try to do so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We love Patrick. We love Patrick. And it's Patter Day. So happy Patter Day. Happy Patter Day.
Oh goodness. All right.
Yeah.
So Heather, anything else that you can think of before we sign off here?
No, just thank you guys so much. I finally found all the comments. I'm going to go back and read them later, but thank you to those of you. I saw a lot of you, Lynette, Patrick, Jill, a lot of you that we did meet during birthday week and got to see. I see you commenting and stuff. So thank you for that. It was so nice to meet you. We hope to meet many more of you. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us on this Saturday. We will be back next week. Fingers crossed it will be Sunday. Might be Saturday again. Yeah, but hopefully it'll be Sunday. But yeah, stay tuned for my haul from John Daly's and see what all treasures I got. So it's always a good time.
Maybe I'll have the backdrop set up a little better by then, and we can display a few of them on our new shelves. Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
But y'all, thank you so much. This is kind of like our first regular Everything Elvis weekend edition for 2025. We've had birthday and we've been going live with all that stuff. So this is kind of our first one. Thank you so much for being here. Please remember to share, comment, and like every time you share something or comment or like a post or a picture or watch a video. It helps us out so much to spread the word and spread the Elvis love. So thank you for that. Please go to our Instagram. It's Everything Elvis and Entertainment. If you want to join, I just started it. So it is brand new, only a few days old. We also have our YouTube channel that, like I say, I am feverishly working on to get videos. I've got so many videos on Facebook now. I'm trying to upload them to YouTube so you guys will have a point of reference that you can go and actually type it in and search for a particular video or a particular Elvis week or Elvis birthday week that we have. So go on over there. It's Everything Elvis and Entertainment on YouTube. And of course, if you have not followed or liked, we are this close to 30,000 people.
I was just going to say that.
Facebook. So this close. So y'all, let's make it happen this week. That'll be so fun. It's at Holly Norman Music. So like I say, if you're watching us and you like it and you want to share it and you want to be a part of this awesome Everything Else community, go hit the like button, hit the notification button to get notified, and it'll always bring you on. Like I say, 2025 is a big year for us. We're really trying to get this going. We're going to try to go live even more, even if it's just me one day, or maybe it's just Heather. You never know. We'll just pop on here to say hello and tell you our latest Elvis finding or something. But anyway, thank you so much. We really appreciate each and every one of you. So it will be bye for now.
Bye for now. Go stay warm and go check out that Baz teaser because it's something.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.